So for those of you who don't know what is going on, for the first time, they are asking all the prophets, the men of God, the pastors, those people, those spiritual people in the country, that whatever prophecy you have about the country or concerning any national leader, just submit it for review. The prophecy, they will sit down and review the whole thing. For Ghana, yeah, anytime someone will pass away, then you see some video will pop up somewhere that this man of God prophesied about the whole thing. This man of God prophesied about the whole thing, and we didn't take the whole thing serious. So for now, the president of Ghana said they are opening an office.
You get it?
Where you people can submit all the prophecy. Now, this is coming from the office of the presidential envoy for interfaith and ecumenical relations. Wow, very long name. So these are the people that will do the job.
You don't know.
And it says, as part of strengthening the national coordination on spiritual matters, especially in these times of uncertainty and complexity, we kindly encourage you to inform all prophets, men and women of God, under your oversight, that any prophecy or spiritual insight of national nature, especially those with implications for high-profile political leaders, governance and national security or public stability, should be formally relayed to the office of the presidential envoy for urgent review and appropriate escalation. Now, if you know any man of God or any woman of God who has any prophecy about Ghana or any prophecy that is of national nature.
Okay. Now
So for those of you who don't know
let's
what
have
is
a
going
conversation on this. Ghana, we are just not ready, and I think, in as much as the leadership of this country is actually, I'm lost out of my thoughts. Yesterday evening was when I saw this post. And when I saw the post, I was asking myself, is this really coming from the president or the chief of staff or anybody within the presidency? Let's ask ourselves, don't Muslims also see revelations from God? I just want to know. So must we also set, or is for because I don't get this. I don't think this is from the presidency. And if indeed this is from the presidency, I don't think it's from the president. And if it is from the president, then I don't think the president is in a good state of mind right now because of maybe what might have happened. Yes. If this indeed is from the president, or he's privy to this and he allowed the whoever that is in charge to publish this in the public domain, then the president is not in the right state of mind. We should really, really sit the president down, calm him down, get a psychologist. I mean, something needs to be done. Because when you listen to the president's address, when he was actually reading his, I don't know whether it's a tribute or whatever, to the public on the Saturday evening at the 3 days vigil, whatever they did, right? President made mention of something when he was mentioning Omanebu Ame's name, that, and I'm making this in context, that the kind of person he sees Omanebu Ama to be is beyond friendship, brother, is somebody that he can really entrust, right? And defense ministry, it's cut across the world. Even in America, we've gotten, a president choosing his brother or a family relative to be a defense or, I think chief of staff or head of legal whatever. People do that. Nepotism is everywhere in the world, right? So presidents choose somebody. In fact, our former president, your friend is Kofo, choose to be the defense minister. It happens. It is there, right? That people always choose people they really trust to be their defense. And this person is not just somebody who could trust, but somebody he really have trust in, that he could actually lay his life in his hands and he believed that he will be safe. Yeah? It's I think at this point in time, the president is actually acting as a normal human, where pressure air ban so in the times of the storms, yeah, and he's making decisions or making statements I'm sure or Becca and or and I think the president needs psychologists at this moment. If the president is really aware of this, and Monkwa share conforming minim so solid news so conform almost bastic or whatever, yeah, Monshe bastic, because bastic so can same way be in Tomunkwa share so na yen set a conform any solid and fancy or Emma and conform so be no each from a bosom for any a home near to me. Because I don't think we are being, with the maximum of respect to the president, sir. You need a psychologist at this moment. You need a psychologist. Because this doesn't make sense. When you come to the world, one of the topmost presidents that his life is at stake right now in the world is Vladimir Putin. Putin's life is at stake in the world. Yeah? One of the presidents that his life is at stake in Africa is Captain Ibrahim Traore. And Captain Ibrahim Traore has never set any office for any persons to come with any prophecies. I think, Mr. President, he is your friend, he is a son, and you need to visit him. You need an advice. You need a security advice. You need intelligent advice. You need cyber security. At this moment, Mr. President, you need, top cyber security experts and analysts around you. That is what you need, sir. It is not an office for prayers and revelations and whatever. With a maximum of respect, yes, people are saying a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of bunch of pastors say, but this is when leadership is needed. This action clearly says that Ghana and Mr. President John Dramani Mahama, you are not accepting responsibility. You are not being up to task as a leader of accepting mistakes, accepting that we have a problem, accepting that we are the reason why our systems are failing and that we need to fix the system and not play around the system. I am an advocate and I make sure that what needs to be done in my own conviction will be communicated. Mr. President, that Z9 helicopter was manufactured in 1981, and after it was manufactured, on the papers, we all know, and I've seen a lot of videos, and I don't have to come and run to my mouth on this, but Mr. President, you have seen some. A lot of people have seen some. Broja Gentry has seen some. And one of the things I even saw that caught my attention or heard, that they say Ato Forsen is right now the acting defense minister. And I'm asking myself, what happens to Broja Gentry? Broja Gentry is the deputy. Mr. President, with the maximum of respect, and may his soul rest well and continue to be with us. When President Atamils died, you were the second person that was put into office to take in charge per the constitutional provision. And it is right in the sentence of any person to say that, no, you know what, maybe, it just came to my thought that maybe, because of the death of the Minister of Defense, it has also affected the defense, deputy defense minister psychologically, and that he's not in the right state of mind to even act in place of him. But this is where leadership takes place. Yeah, that when something happens, you take yourself up, you build yourself psychologically, emotionally, and say that, you know what, the job continues, let's go. We are all psychologically supposed to be trained as soldiers on the battlefield. When a soldier is shot or is down, a soldier must continue to fight. This is a blow to everybody. This is something that is really, psychologically a trauma to everybody. By leadership is when you lift yourself up and say that we must continue to fight and make sure that whatever confronted us or shut us down, we will lift up our flag and continue to fight. We will continue to fight. Mr. President, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening, Mr. President? You need to consult. Quickly, you need a highly security advice, Mr. President. Maybe Bojajenti is in a shock, but leave Atuforsen to take charge of the finance because he is acting fantastically. Allow him to work. There are a lot of people within the system. There are a lot of people within the system. Allow them to work. Give them the opportunity to work. Challenge their intelligence, Mr. President. Ghanaians, this is the time we need to prove ourselves. When given opportunity, this is the time we need to act and save this country. This country, this flag, the next generation needs this country, needs this flag. What is going on? What is happening? Somebody should speak up. What is happening? Mr. President, you are not in a clear state of mind. With the maximum of respect, sir, I am speaking as a citizen. I am speaking as a responsible citizen. I am speaking as a patriotic citizen. I am speaking as a youth. I am speaking as somebody who is living in the days of civilization, modern days of technology. I am just not speaking as a social media influencer or an activist who comes and round their mouth, sir. This guy is a friend. This guy is a brother. This guy is a son. Consult him. He is a soldier. He understands what security means. He is under threat as well. But he's taking one step at a time. Every day counts, Mr. President. That Z9 helicopter has a lot of records that has related to a lot of death, military death, civilian death. There is a history. The Ghana Gold Board has made over billions of dollars. Let's purchase some. America as a country is where they are right now. Not because of anything. It is because of their security power. They invest, Mr. President. Let us invest. First and first. As for the spiritual part, Mr. President, come on, you know what to do. The Bible says, I have created you in my own image after my likeness. God lives within us. Energies are around us. Eyes are watching. Ears are listening. I only speak to the wise. Mr. President, let's wake up. Ghana needs a leader now. And if you remember what I told you on the day of the inauguration, I said something into your ears that never disappoints this country. And you said something. I know you remember if you see this video. Sir, rise up to task. Save this country. because this country needs you. Long live Ghana, and God continue to bless our homeland.